Hey guys, it's Rhonda and welcome back to the channel. To all of our new subscribers, how y'all doing? Current subscribers, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? So listen, I have a simple, easy recipe that I want to share with you guys. Literally, cauliflower, quinoa. Watch how I put the two together and create the most amazing meal that is nutritious, it's filling, you have your veggies, you got your protein, it's all good and it's simple, literally 10 minutes. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I was able to put this recipe together. All right, let's start off with the Brussels sprouts. I like to cut the heads off and then put it in some hot water just for about a minute or two, and we're going to cut those up and come back to those later. In a skillet, I am going to add some oil. I'm using grapeseed oil because grapeseed oil is the best oil to use that can take the heat as opposed to olive oil and the others. I'm adding finely chopped garlic. You guys know I love cooking with garlic. Like, I just have to have garlic. I'm using onions. I'm actually going to end up using 2 different types of onions. Because remember, guys, when you're plant-based, all of the flavors, you're going to get them from using stuff like garlic and onions and turmeric and all these different spices. Like, you have to use those spices in order to bring out the taste in your dishes. So I'm using 2 different types of onion. I'm using the white onion and I'm using the purple onion, just finely diced. Just add them to the pan, to your skillet. Just keep tossing so that way they're getting a chance to cook and cook evenly. Love, 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 love using the purple onions. It's like it just has a different taste. So the 2 different onions combined have like 2 different tastes, and I love that flavors. And I'm adding some chopped ginger. Okay, I just really diced it up really, really tiny. You know, ginger, anti-inflammatory, love ginger. I mean, every opportunity I get to use ginger, I'm using ginger. One of my go-to spice, love ginger. It's delicious in cooking. Then I'm adding my peppers. You guys know, I love peppers. I love to see them in different colors because I love when my food have a lot of colors because then I want to eat it. I remember I would always say to you guys that, you know, being that I'm doing my meal prep, one of the things that always get my customers is when they look at my food, the colors in the food, it's what really gets them asking questions. And then they're like, oh my gosh, that must really taste really good. And I'm thinking, yes, it does. So people start eating with their eyes first. So you definitely want to make sure that you put colors into your dishes. I'm going to go ahead and add mushrooms. These are portobello mushrooms. You guys know I'm a sucker for mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms and cilantro have B12. Not a whole lot, but they have B12. So remember, this dish is filled with fiber and protein. So you're getting the B12 from the mushrooms and some cilantro that I'm going to add later on that will give you a little bit of that B12. So mushrooms go to and back home in Guyana we didn't have any mushrooms, so I was introduced to mushrooms when I moved to North America many years ago, and I love mushrooms. And now that I'm plant-based, I'm like it's on, like I'm just always on mushrooms. I'm adding my cauliflower. So basically what I did, I took the raw cauliflower and I just kind of zapped it until it looked like rice. You know, you just put it in a food processor and just keep you know, pressing the button until you get that nice texture that you're looking for. So I didn't want it to be soggy, or I just want it to look like rice. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a good stir, get everything all mixed together. I'm cooking on medium-low heat. Not super hot, just medium low heat so that I can get everything fully cooked evenly. Now, cauliflower, I love this. I have made so many recipes using cauliflowers. I just haven't posted them yet. But cauliflower is like one of my go-to vegetables because it's like a clean canvas and you can just spruce this up to the right, to the left. up, down. You can just spruce this thing up and you will get the most amazing, 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 amazing results. So I'm going to add some, I have this little spice that I get from Aldi's. It's so dope. It's just a lot of different herbs together. So it's the same as using Mistress Dash. If you don't have that, just use Mistress Dash or use whatever spices you currently have. And I also had added some thyme in here. But don't worry about doing the exact spices that I have because you may not have what I have, but that's okay. If you have Mistress Dash, that's great. Otherwise, this spice is, I think it's called Lemon and Herbs from Aldi's. I really like that spice. It's pretty neat. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a toss here. As you cook, you need to remember, as you add spices and you start to add more ingredients into the skillet, you want to continue to keep adding additional spices, because when you add more veggies, like I'm adding my cilantro and my green onions, I want to go ahead later on and add add some more of my spices, because you're adding more stuff to the recipe, right? So if you don't add more spices, then what you added from before will just kind of dissipate. So you need to make sure that you keep adding. You're building on and on onto the meal. You're giving it more and more presence, more and more flavor, more and more character. Okay, so that's why you want to keep adding additional spices as you continue on with the cooking process. So I'm going to go ahead and add my Brussels sprouts. So they are already cooked and I already just chopped them up like rough chop. And I'm going to go ahead and add those in. Love Brussels sprouts. I have a dope sandwich that I make and Brussels sprouts is in it. And it's so amazing. I have to upload that for you guys to see. So, you guys, if you're deciding to go vegan, way to go. If you're plant-based, pescatarian, way to go. Like, it's so easy to make these dishes, guys. Like, you definitely need to take this step and go ahead. And there's so many other content that's out there that can help you in your journey. I plan to post more content in the next upcoming days pertaining to why I decided to go transition to veganism. And I want to share with you guys my journey and some things that happened to me in that process. I'm adding some more salt. Remember, we're building on to the flavor and the taste. So you have to add some more salt, add more spices as you go along. And I'm adding some, I didn't use black pepper, but this is I think it's called white pepper. Yes, this is white pepper. So give it a little bit of heat, but not that much. But the flavors from the white pepper is actually really nice. It's very different from black pepper, but it has a nice flavor. But remember, use whatever spices you currently have. This is just a base, and then whatever spices you have is what you'll use to kind of bring out the flavors, from the vegetables. So I'm adding some more salt again, but it's to taste. Okay, this dish is going to taste so delicious. Now, one of the other spice that I do have that I want to use, this is my Ethiopian spice. So it's a combination of different spices. I love the red richness of that spice, and it does taste amazing. So I've actually used that spice to make Ethiopian rice. I've used it in different recipes. It's really great. But once again, just kind of use some of the spices that you have in your kitchen. Or if you want to be adventurous, just go out and grab you some different spices that you've never used before, and then just give them try them out. All right, so this is our quinoa. I went ahead and cooked the quinoa ahead of time. So I use 1 cup of quinoa to 1 cup and a third of water. And then I just kind of let it steam, and every time my quinoa comes out perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give that a toss and let everything kind of mix in completely. Let's get all the flavors in there. Let's get the quinoa totally mixing with the cauliflower and the Brussels sprouts, the peppers and the onions and the garlic. Yes. Let's just give it a good toss. Good toss. Good toss. All right, I'm adding some more salt because I just added my quinoa. So I needed to make sure that I'm keeping my flavor profile going. All right, guys. So this recipe is a must try. So I need you guys to try it. I need you guys to comment, like, share. I do need you guys to make sure your notification is on so that when new content is posted, you'll be notified. Like I mentioned in my previous episode, I no longer work a 9-to-5 job, so I will be uploading a lot more content. Now that I'm a mompreneur, I have more time that I can share more recipes with you all. All right, so guys, and this is pretty much it. I want to dig in, but I can't. I need to go ahead and take some pictures so I can create my thumbnails, and then we're gonna have a taste test. Stay tuned.
1, 2, 3, come on!
I'm finished staging. It's time to eat. Let's go ahead and try it.
One, two, three, come on!